Welcome back to another set of tips and tricks with Doug Vahrenberg. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about the iPilot link for MinnKota. This network is an amazing technology that combines not only our MinnKota trolling motor with the iPilot link installed, but our Humminbird electronics and our Lake Master maps. It's the first time that the three masterminds have come together to offer a product to make it easier for you, the fisherman. What we're going to go over is we're going to go over the controller and all the buttons. We're going to go through the graph and I'll show you the different features that you can control this network through your Humminbird electronics, either at the console or at the bow, if you've got them Ethernet network. And plus we're going to go over the foot pedal and what all the buttons on the foot pedal do. The first thing we're going to talk about is this Terrova Foot Pedal control. This is the standard foot pedal control that comes with the MinnKota Terrova, the electric steer version. They build two versions with the work with the iPilot link. It's the Terrova and the Power Drive V2. The one nice thing about the Terrova is the foot pedal will work in conjunction with the iPilot. The first thing we're going to talk about is what most cable steel people already know, is you've got a foot pedal control. You can push it down and it'll go turn around. Push it forward, it's going to go the opposite direction. And you have a power control button. Momentary switch, just like your cable steer motor. So this will allow you to operate that trolling motor just like you normally have. But there's a few other buttons. The other thing we're always used to is our maximizer variable speed controller that goes from 0 to 10. We've got that. So those are very familiar function with it. But what we've got is some added features that really make this motor a lot easier to operate, in my opinion. We've got a tow button for the right here. We can turn it right. You can just, what I like to do is just take my toe and just bump it a little bit and it'll go around. We can do the same thing with the left. We can hold it and it'll go farther around. Makes it very easy to steer. You're going to find out that you really don't need this foot control. These toe buttons become very, very, very useful as far as that. And the front here, we've got another momentary switch. Just like the momentary switch here, we have a momentary switch here. So you can hit that, move a little bit. If you need to move the trolling motor, you can bump it again. One of the neat things is on most cable steers, we never use the constant on, because when you hit the constant on, you had to keep your foot on the trolling motor to keep it going forward. With constant on, it's going to hold the power. With an electric steer trolling motor, it stays the course that you've set out for it. If you want to turn it a little bit, you can use the pedals and you can turn left or you can turn it right. The other neat thing is what we call Autopilot. Autopilot allows us to click the button, it'll come on and it's going to give us a course, and it'll show up on our Humminbird graph here as this purple line. That course line is what the trolling motor is going to follow. So you can set this thing to run a course by just hitting that autopilot and it'll go in that direction. If you need to change, you can change the trolling motor line, and you notice here that now our line has changed. We were headed this way, now we're headed back this way. Those are the features of the Terrova foot pedal. The next function we're going to talk about is our iPilot controller. And the first thing a man needs to do is turn it on with the OK button. You hit that, hold it, and it's going to load. It's going to give you a warning message about GPS navigation, that don't use that for your sole choice of navigation. So you hit OK to enter that. And now we have our master menu. We have our speed over ground. We have our prop speed, our target speed up there. The next thing we're going to talk about is we've got the middle button here is our prop on. So we can hit the prop there. And it's going, and you can see the prop is turning up here. If you want to speed up, you push the up button and you'll notice that the prop speed increases. If you want to slow down, this negative button will turn it down. If you want to steer left, is this button. If you want to steer right, is this button. So our prop is turning. It gives us our depth, our heading, and our temperature. Now the other features of this is you've got basically your spot lock. If we want to hit spot lock, we've hit spot lock. We've created SL233 spot lock. The trolling motor is going to stay in that position. This is one of the really neat features of this trolling motor, is you can hold yourself in position with the spot lock function. Now if you want to cancel out of it, you just have to, you can hit cancel, and it's going to cancel the spot lock feature. Now there's another feature. This is cruise control. We can hit cruise control. We can set our speed here, our target speed. We're going to set up here to 1.5. We're going to hit the prop, and it's going to take us at that speed. You notice our speed over ground and our target speed. It'll speed up to try to maintain those two. Now the next function is our Autopilot. That is going to drive the boat. You can see the boat symbol and the north reference. We're running our prop speed and our target speed. If you want to increase it, increase the speed. If you want to cancel that autopilot function, you can. Now if you want to do a autopilot, you notice that the prop is blinking. That's telling us we need to start the prop. So there we start the prop, and it's starting to move. Now the next function is go to. There's no data in range. We would have to set on our unit a iPilot, a waypoint for us if we want to navigate to it. And I'll jump over here and do one real quick. Okay, now what we're going to do is it asks for waypoints or eye tracks. And I'm just going to select waypoints because I have some waypoints here. 1046 is SP waypoint 233 is one I just selected. So I'm going to use these up down buttons. They're going to be our cursor up, cursor down. So we come down here and I'm going to select OK. It's going to navigate to waypoints, but it's flashing at me, so it's asking me to turn my prop on. Turn the prop on and you can hear the trolling motor start to navigate. That is the main functions. We're going to start recording an eye track here. We're going to hit constant. We'll hit our exit to leave this so we can get the whole full screen. You can see that iTrack 2 is being recorded. When you get done with it, you just hit menu and you go down here to stop iTrack. Do you want to save the current iTrack? Yes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move the cursor over there and hit menu, and it's going to have iTrack 2. You can see it right here, and I want to navigate to the start. Hit my power on, and now let's watch this. We'll zoom in here. The trolling motor is going to spin around because this is our start, that gold star waypoint, and we're going to navigate that back to the exact same position at whatever speed we select. We're getting back on our line for our course. And here we go. We're following the iTrack now. Now we're going to make that hard turn that we did a while ago. And we're nearing the end of iPilot, the iTrack record. We have arrived. It shut the trolling motor down. That is one of the neat features of iTracks. We can go down here and we can spot lock at the vessel. So we're going to sit here, and if the wind blows, the trolling motor is going to keep us on this spot. And you notice our prop is turning. We've got our spot lock. Here we go. We're going to try to go back to that spot. It's going to try to get us back there and stay on within that spot because we blew off a little bit. We've got the wind behind us right now. And you'll hear that trolling motor wind up and keep us on that spot. It's going to increase, decrease power to keep us there. Now, if we want to save the spot lock, we come down here to save spot lock, and we saved it. We're going to cancel this iPilot navigation, yes. Now here is just some other cool features. We can hit our menu, go over here to accessories, come down here to iPilot. We've got our iPilot navigation on. You can auto upload data. You can set your arrival alarm on and off. The Autopilot mode, we have the new advanced Autopilot, or we have the legacy Copilot system. They're both built in. You can turn the heading line on or off. You can, your arrival alarm, how close you want it to notify you that you're there, and then the off course alarm on your Autopilot. So this is where you would start your record an iTrack. I hope that shows you some of the cool features, and I'm just going to show you the equipment to hook up. Basically, with the new iPilot Link, this is a new head unit. It'll come out. We've actually got our universal sonar, which is coming down. Is this cable coming in, which hooks to the unit, but this other one is our Ethernet cable. We've got an Ethernet connection that connects underneath this pedal here, which hooks into the back of the unit. It's just like Etherneting the two units together from Humminbird. All you have to do is hook that Ethernet connection direct to your unit, or if you're running multiple units, you can do a 5-port hub, hook the iPilot Link into it, and it'll share it between both units or multiple units on your boat. If you got 3-4 units, you can have iPilot Link to all those units with a 5-port hub, which is available through Humminbird. You hook it in the back of the unit. We're just going to flip it down here. It's just a single cable. These are our regular cables. Hook up your foot pedal control, which is this connection here. Hook your power up, and it's ready to go. I hope that segment of tips and tricks helped you learn a little bit more about the controller, the foot pedal, the unit, and what all you can do and operate your Terrova, your Power Drive V2 from your controller, your foot pedal, or your unit. This is a total system network that allows you to do more, get more out of your fishing time, and let you worry more about catching fish than worrying about navigating. So let's go try to catch some fish with this new system and enjoy our day on the water. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in next time for more tips and tricks where we show you new products to get more out of your time on the water and make it easier and get more out of your investment. Thank you, and tune in.